You know, I guess I'm gonna go to Paracarry because I have Quake Hammer, so I can just... Poor game doesn't know what to do about flying characters. Actually, I just realized, it's probably not even gonna be a Koopa and two bombs anyways. It's gonna... Did I say two Koopas and a bomb? I meant to say a Koopa and two bombs, but in reality, it was two Koopas and one bomb. You know what? Can you carry away an explosion? My gut tells me now's not a good time to find out. But do I really want to waste 2 FP on Shell Shot? I'm sorry, Paracarry. It's the safest way. Oh, thank you. Just what I need. A magical spell to increase my defense when none of my opponents can attack me. Oh, at least it's not like I'm in any sort of danger or there's any sort of threat of taking damage in the slightest. How does Skydive handle someone like you? Oh, it just doesn't knock them over. Oh, no, it's fine. I probably needed more experience anyways. Alright. I want... As badly as I want FP, there's been plenty of FP healing items. At least this way, when I finally start getting some badges to make my offense perspective as strong as my defense one, I'll have them. Alright, nothing spiky in here unless they're taking enemies from Pleasant Path in the mix. Do I just upgrade my HP for now? I kind of want multi-bunk, but... Sure. Free extra set of HP. You know, bringing our party members into this fight isn't... Oh, that's right. We haven't messed around with Cloud 9 yet. Oh, that's right. They can bullet bills are in the pool. Well, as far as I'm concerned, now's a good time as any to try out Cloud 9. It's fine. I only need it for 3 turns anyways. At least this way you're on your back and don't have to worry about it later. Who loves breaking a good boss as much as I do? Oh, you're gonna explode? It was a shame that I never actually touch you. It's a shame that I'm pretty much doing enough HP to knock you out in one shot anyways. Actually, with my extra attack boost, might not even... Yeah, I probably did need to flip him to finish him off, but it was a nice fight. He probably won't even hit me anyways. Yeah, it's gonna be... It's probably worth doing this now, if only just to get another FP bar. Especially if I keep thinking that, like, the middle of the battlefield is a great time to actually get a drink of water. New party members don't really break this area as much as I thought they would. Well, except for Cloud 9. Yeah, imagine going for Cloud 9 and then getting that defense spell. I'm glad I saved the FP. Ooh, you can get back up on the same turn. That's rather unfortunate for you. Cause we're gonna just obliterate you to the next century. Goodbye. I have on bet, which means I actually have a decent first strike now. To the Koopa though? I guess we'll find out. Also, I just realized that means that I don't have Lackluster to do Clown 9's first turn, and not exactly my most well thought out plan to ever exist. Well, this is where my farm of Dizzy Dials comes in, I suppose. Weird. I didn't think you would be immune to Dizzy of all things. And is the explosion naturally gonna take you out? I feel like it should. Okay, yeah. Any sort of threat. Depending on how you got here, this may be self-explanatory, but just in case, I am playing a randomizer of Paper Mario, and yeah, you could say that I'm winning. Between like my infinite source of Dizzy Dials and I have Lackluster, so I can Clown 9 whenever I want. Yeah, I think I'm in a pretty good shape right now for going into Chapter 1 thing. Was it worth it? I kind of pondered that. You know what? Maybe I'll come back for it. Well, there's the second fortress key I needed. And you know what? Money is money. Might want to pay off Couldn't See eventually. Still got to give Chet Bull some money. As far as I know, he could probably have like a super rare badge or an important key item on one of his last trades. So I'll take the free money. That's the thing. The Paper Mario Randomizer came out like last week. That's the fun part. This randomizer can basically do... It has a lot of options. You have the option of having all partners or one partner. You have a lot of freedom there. What I did is, like, I had a preset. I told the randomizer to give me 2 partners. It could be completely random. And my first 2 partners were Cooper and Lackluster. And you may be wondering, by the way, if you haven't noticed, if you look to the right of the screen, you can see a checklist of everything I got, including the second Star Spirit. You may be wondering, how did I get the second Star Spirit already if I'm only doing Koopa Bros Fortress now? Well, part of that was the way the items were randomized. Another part of that is, I do actually have access to party members that I have not collected yet. Like, you see Wa here is transparent, but I can still like press down to make her visible. Well, that's not a good example because I have a specific filter. I got Bo. Yeah, we can try Bo. Even though she's transparent because I have not actually collected her yet, but I can still use her field move outside of battle. So basically, even though I didn't have on bet yet, I blew up the rock that was blocking the train station. I went and did Chapter 2 first. So you have them, but don't have them prevent soft locking. Basically, like, I can use them in the field, but I can't use them in battle. And there actually is an option in the randomizer, if you also want, that you can't, that lets you just turn off partners completely if you haven't collected them. So you wouldn't be able to use, if you have that option selected, you wouldn't be able to use them in battle or outside of battle. And as far as I'm concerned though, the randomizer takes that into consideration. There's a bit of, I haven't followed the creators too closely. You can choose how many partners you want to start with. You can choose whether or not to use their field moves outside of battle before you collect them. You can like shuffle the items. And one of the default settings, if you couldn't tell by the weirdness of their HP in that, well, not my smartest play. But the default option is to actually have enemies scale in health and power based on how many items you collect. So if I were to get all the party members right now and get like a bunch of these key items, the enemies would be a lot stronger. The question really is how fun it is, given that your abilities to really replay Paper Mario and have it fresh and new. Yeah, that's always been the fun part about a randomizer. Like, with this seed, I basically have it on easy mode, and tweak the little things here and there, so I think, like, there's, like, an open world difficulty where you can actually have some items not actually be... Like, I could find a key for the Dry Ruins in the Koopa Bros Fortress, I think that's how it works in one of the settings. And then there's, like, there's a shop shuffleizer, which lets you shuffle the items in the stores. There's a shuffleizer for the star pieces, so like star piece panels could have some items that you need. It's a really in-depth randomizer. So it'd probably take me like all day just to explain everything that's on there. This isn't even the seed that I want to use. Oh, that's right, I'm about to die. I think, yeah, what I was gonna say was that this isn't even the seed that I wanted to use initially, because there's a couple things I wanted to do, but when I tried to make a new seed with those settings, they didn't exist at the time. Or like, I tried to make the seed and I couldn't get the site to work. So for the stream, I went up with the first seed I made, and I enjoyed that first stream so much that I decided just to play the seed to the end. Who needs super streams when you got Miss T's mysteries till you get life streams and money? True, I have not actually found a mystery yet. It might be a little harder to find them because I don't have the shop shuffleizer, and as far as I know, there's not too many cases where you actually find them in the overfield. But I completely forgot about mystery farming in that. I guess like once we go to Boo's Mansion, that's probably, assuming I find the rest of the items I need, that's probably where I'm gonna go next. Because the initial plan was actually to go to Boo's Mansion and get the boot upgrade. But then like I started out stream exploring the sewers and I'm like, oh, that's right, this takes me to Koopa Village, maybe I can actually go through here at all, and before I know it, I'm back into Koopa Bros Fortress. You know, farm Vanilla to get money on life streams I didn't need. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think like we're gonna have to worry about money too much. Like for one, all the items are really shuffleized. It's a little bit harder to see here because I think with the difficulty I have, like we're gonna get all the key items that exist in the dungeon. Though, actually I feel like I'm skipping something. Because this should be the only thing you might need money for is the badges, yeah. That's the other thing, you could shuffleize the items in Ralph's shop. Initially I wanted to do was to have some of those things shuffled and give myself 2 key items to start off with, just for the sake of simplicity. And those 2 things were the quick change badge and the Ultra Stone, just that way if I ran across the blocks, I wouldn't have to worry about them. But, again, like, Seed wasn't actually working at the time, so I just had to make do with this. Though if Batch and the shop are randomized, and everything could be anything, that would be silly. Indeed. And it's possible. It would be silly, and it is possible. That's why I keep saying that there's so much customization options with this randomizer. I feel like I'm missing a key. I'm definitely missing a key somewhere, because there's a cool feature where they'll actually light up when you get all the key items ready to get to the Star Spirit, but I must have forgot to check something, because we're almost at the boss already. Just imagine having to grind pigs to get items. That would be insane. I think like the programming for the randomizer is kind enough where like little oinks aren't actually necessary. I don't blame you for being caught off guard, by the way, Koopa Bros. I'm a little caught off guard of how quickly I'm here too. Yeah. So we might... This is going to be a randomized item, so this could be fun. Unfortunately, because there's so many super shrooms and maple syrups in the world, sometimes you just come across them. You know what? Speaking of cheesing the system, I could have cheesed the system if I didn't get impatient. Now I'm just going to click off this last key to showcase. When you have all the key items you need to get to a Star Spirit and clear the chapter, this chart I have here will actually line up, or glow, with the Star Spirit that I can actually use to progress. And I think like, the tracker that they have for this randomizer is really cool as well. I'm gonna just assume that I must collect all 4 keys and just didn't know this, because otherwise, if I could get this far without all 4 keys, I would presume that the randomizer would make that appear sooner. So I must have just forgot a key somewhere, or forgot in the shuffler. And while I am just being really careless and taking this on head on, aren't I? Yeah, the weird colors, that's an option too in the randomizer. Like, I could pick Mario's color, or I could have them be completely random. I could pick certain partners' colors, not all of them, but like Goombario here, Cooper. You can either pick a specific color on the shuffler, or just have it be shuffled. And I have enemies and NPCs shuffled as well. And I think I have bosses set to be shuffled. Alright. Perfect. They give me the healing block here. And I can save just to be safe. Please don't blow up my face. Okay, that's... Maybe I'm just too used to Dark Star and hard mode mods like that. Okay, that's a lot of damage, especially when my normal bomb did diddly squat. But you know what would be even more damage? A defense penetrating earthquake that you're not supposed to get until late in the game. Come on, Bomba, you can do 3. I believe in you. Oh, what the heck. The healing block's right over there. I'll take 1 bullet to the face. It's not like I haven't done that already. Yeah, what's gonna be nice is that I probably gonna clear the Koopa Bros and get another level up. Which is well appreciated with how many of the badges I have lined up. I don't think you actually seen. I pretty much got Mega Smash. You can also pick your... Another thing about Randomizer, you can pick your starting location too. The 3 main ones are Goomba Village, like vanilla Paper Mario. You can start in Toad Town, which is probably the ideal starting point because of something I'll get into in a sec. And you can also start from Dry Dry Outpost for some reason. I started from Goomba Village just for the sake of it. Now this item here would you could probably get the most use if you start at Toad Town, because it's an item they add just for this randomizer that saves down a lot on backtracking by letting you just use the item and you get warped back to your starting point. Pretty cool addition that really takes away from some of the tedious backtracking that this randomizer would normally have. Who do I want to bring into this? Would Parakarry break it, or do I just stick with Bombette? You know what, Bombette's not upgraded, so I think I will just try Parakarry. Oh, hi Parakarry! Nice to see you over there too! I would be shocked too, Koopa Bro. I would be shocked too. Oh, maybe Lackluster. Wait, maybe Lackluster would have been better because of Cloud 9. I'm sure it's fine. I'm just so excited to break things with Parakarry. Parakarry in particular, because he's kind of underrated in a normal run of Paper Mario. But like, he'd probably do the same thing as Bombette because he probably does very similar amounts of damage with Shell Shot there. And I'm kind of wondering if I could carry any of them out of battle. I probably won't mess around with that too much because I could also just Earthquake them and be along my merry way. But let's see. That's always way harder to get than it should be. Right. Now, that's not going to be quite enough. Yeah. Let's show off. I don't know if this is intentional or just because I do things out of order. Let's show off something fun. Something is a little particular there, isn't it? Yeah, even though you can get the Star Spirits in any order, the abilities you get from the Star Spirits are still in the same order, and apparently the Star Spirits actually end up giving other Star Spirit powers as a result. Question is, do I have enough FP to really break everything with Earthquake? Probably not. It'll be fine. It will... This needs to change really fast if I want it to be fine. Parakarry. Time to test my theory. Well... This should still work. And there's no point in quaking them yet because they're still on the ground. Oh, what am I doing? This is like double the power of my jump. Man. One more time for good measure. Down with you. If I would have had the foresight to upgrade in advance. Let me just pop this in my system. So I can Earthquake them again, and when the moment they get up... Oh man, I've been waiting way too long to just break this boss fight with that badge, because considering I got that badge pretty much before I got to Toad Town, actually. Alright, third verse, same as the first. And Lackluster will finish you off. Look at that. Oh, that beautiful, beautiful EXP. Imagine if this got doubled. And considering I did Chapter 2 first, it's possible for this to get doubled. To be fair, this is like the third boss this stream alone where my experience got doubled because of the spell. It can't be coincidental. Well, I'm okay with BP. I feel like with the powerful moves I have, I'm gonna need more FP eventually. And what the heck? I'm almost up to another level anyways. Anyways, now we can watch the old man sing. Wait. I'd just be doing these things in order again if I actually did Chapter 3 next. But again, be really nice to have Bo. And I don't have anything to get to Flower Fields. All I really have to do to get to... I can get to the island at any time. All I really have to do is beat Fuzzipede, which I don't imagine is going to be too hard. I was hoping to find a way just to solidify the fact that I can actually... Oh, we're still going to get the L-Star tutorial. Maybe I'll actually go through with it because I'm kind of curious. Use Lullaby. Kind of curious if the going out order is going to affect the tutorial at all. No, it's not even give us a chance to play around with the tutorial. The sads.